Hey guys, welcome back to another video on the channel. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the Floowandereeze deck and some of the card combos that you can pull off. So the first one is your main combo, and this is the one that you'll go into pretty much all the time. And you can start it off with a one card, which is Rabina. You're going to normal summon Rabina. Rabina is going to activate its effect to search out a level 4 or lower ring beast monster. You're going to normally go for Eaglin. Then you're going to normal summon Eaglin off of Rabina's second effect. Normal summon, add a level 7 or higher off of Eaglin. Now when you add the level 7 or higher, you can normal summon off of the Eaglin second effect, which allows you to tribute these two monsters to summon your M-Pen. When M-Pen is normal summon, you can activate its effect as Chain Link 1 and then Chain Block with Ravina for Chain Link 2 to allow you to search out your trap card. You won't use the Eaglin because you want to save it for another Chain Block when you're using your card's effect. So off of M-Pen, you're going to search the trap card, which allows you to normal summon within your opponent's turn. You could use the normal summon from M-Pen, but you want a monster in your hand, a level 1 monster, to activate the trap card so you won't normal summon again. We're going to set the trap card, and that is going to be pretty much it. We started with one card, which was the Rabina. Now we have a card that we could recycle next turn, and two other cards on the field, which will, interrupt your opponent. M-Pen is a pseudo skill drain and a pseudo shrink, and this card allows you to normal summon within your opponent's turn so you can go into your other plays. So that was the first combo, the one card starter with your Rabina. Again, that's the combo that you're going to be using most of the duels when you're using this deck. Now I'm going to be showing you guys a different combo which allows you to go into some pretty awesome play. It's a little bit more complicated, but it's pretty much the same thing. The first thing that you want to do is normal summon your Rabina. Rabina's effect is going to trigger. You're going to search out your Toucan because you already have your Eaglin. Then we're going to normal summon off of the Rabina. We're going to normal summon our Eaglin. Eaglin is going to then search out our M-Pen. We're going to then add M-Pen and normal summon off of Eaglin. We're going to normal summon M-Pen. And we're going to tribute the two monsters. We're going to get M-Pen. M-Pen is going to activate its effect for Chain Link 1. And then we're going to activate both monsters in the remove from play. We're going to get back both birds to hand. And we're going to add the field spell to our hand. Now we are going to activate the effect to normal summon. And we're going to normal summon the Eaglin. Because we already activated Eaglin's search ability in the turn, we won't be able to use it again. But we still need it for a normal summon. We're going to activate the field spell, which gives us an extra normal summon once we activate its effect. We're going to go ahead and activate its effect. We're going to reveal our Toucan, and then we're going to banish one Floowandereeze card from our deck, which is going to be the Floowandereeze and M-Pen. Now we can normal summon the Toucan off of the field spell, which allows us to activate Toucan's effect to take back our Floowandereeze and M-Pen, and then we can go into our normal summon again, which we're going to normal summon by tributing the two small birds to go into an M-Pen. We're going to activate M-Pen's effect for Chain Link 1 and then activate Toucan's effect for Chain Link 2, allowing us to search for a trap card. So we started off, we're not going to use the second effect to normal summon. So we started off with two cards, and now we have a total of +4 plus a card to rotate the next turn. So we started off with Rabina, and we started off with Eaglin. And again, we have 4 cards, 4 plus 4, which is pretty solid. So this is going to be our third combo. We need Rabina and also Dimension Shifter. Or if you want to, you could also use this combo with Harpy's Feather Storm, which allows you to prevent your opponent from activating their effect. So you can use either this one, Dimension Shifter, or Harpy's Feather Storm with this combo line. So the first thing we're going to do is in our draw phase, we're going to activate the D-Shifter to prevent our opponent from sending anything to the graveyard. So any hand trap that works with sending to the graveyard won't be activated because of Dimension Shifter, which is pretty solid. We're going to go and normal summon our Rabina, activate Rabina's effect to go for Eaglin. Then we're going to normal summon our Eaglin, and we're going to go for our M-Pen. Then we're going to tribute these two monsters to summon our M-Pen. We're going to activate M-Pen's effect, Chain Link 1. Then we're going to chain block with Rabina, Chain Link 2. And we're going to leave the Eaglin engrave. We're going to go for our trap card. And then we're not going to normal summon. And we're going to set the trap card face down. So pretty much this is the original combo line, the one that I showed you first. However, the only difference is that we have Dimension Shifter in play. So what we're going to do now is end our turn. and our opponent is going to go into their phase. They're going to do what they want to do. If they do something that, you know, offends us, we activate our trap card. If not, we just keep it until they end their turn. So they're gonna go and they're gonna, you know, end their turn. We're gonna activate it at their end phase in their turn. We're gonna activate that. We're gonna normal summon our Rabina. Rabina is gonna trigger its effect, and then we're gonna chain block with our Eaglin to add to our hand, and we are going to add Toucan to our hand because we need Toucan to recur a card from our banish pile, and then we're going to normal summon our Eaglin. Eaglin is going to search out or rise out the Mega Monarch. Then we're going to normal summon or rise out the Mega Monarch by tributing the two small birds. And then we're going to first target a card on the field. So we're going to target the monster on our opponent's side, then one card in the graveyard, and we're going to return an additional card because we tributed a wing beast monster. We're going to target the Riser to send back to hand, and we can also chain block if we wanted to. So I'm just going to activate it because we need this monster next turn. So right now we draw because it's our turn, and we draw back the dimension shifter. We can simply go ahead and activate it again. So we're under dimension shifter again. Our opponent is limited to the cards that they played on the field, and you know, again, they're under dimension shifter. You didn't have to use dimension shifter. Again, you could use Harpy's Featherstorm. So it's pretty much the same thing. So your opponent wouldn't be able to activate any monster effect, and simply we normal summon, activate Toucan's ability to go for the trap card, and then we would, you know, go into our plays. We could normal summon, effect activate, search. For a small bird, we would go for the one that we don't have, which is 3, and then we would normal summon our Eaglin. Eaglin's effect would activate. We would go for anything that we want. I would go for an Apex, then I would normal summon my Apex by tributing the two small birds. Make sure that you tribute Toucan because you need Toucan back in your hand to record the trap card. We're going to add Toucan back to hand. We're going to set the trap card. We're going to go into battle phase. We're going to attack. And when we end our turn, they're going to be still under shifter. And we can do the same thing by activating this card at the end of the turn. We can do that. We could normal summon this card. Toucan is going to activate its effect, allowing us to add back the trap card. Then we can normal summon the wing beast monster, which would be Ryza, tribute, summon, effect to put back to deck top, and one card to hand. We activate this to add our Rabina back, and pretty much they're under the same thing. Again, when we draw the shifter. And again, this is one of the best combos that you can do with the deck. Pretty much locks down your opponent from using their graveyard or activating their effects if you use Harpy's Featherstorm. So this is going to be our fourth combo. I'm going to be showing you guys how this deck has the potential to one turn kill your opponent from 8,000 to 0. So in doing that, you're going to need to have this card. Unexplored Wind is a very, very broken card. It allows you to tribute your opponent's cards for cost if you're summoning a level 7 or higher wing beast monster. So if I activate this card and I go ahead and normal summon my Rabina, Rabina's effect is going to activate. I'm going to go for a Toucan, and then I'm going to normal summon my Eaglin, and Eaglin is going to allow me to search out for an M-Pen. Then I'm going to normal summon the M-Pen, and I'm going to activate the effect to tribute one of my opponent's cards. So I'm going to tribute one of mine and also my opponent's. I'm normal summoning mine, then I'm going to activate M-Pen's effect. I'm going to chain block with my Rabina. I'm going to go for the quick play spell card. Or should I go for this card? I'm going to go for the field spell, and then I'm going to not normal summon. I'm going to activate the field spell, and then I'm going to activate the field spell's effect to reveal my Toucan, and I'm going to banish my other M-Pen from my deck. I'm going to summon the Toucan, then I'm going to activate the Toucan's effect to add back the M-Pen, and I get to normal summon. So I'm going to normal summon the M-Pen by tributing one of my cards, which would be this one, and one of my opponent's cards to normal summon it, and then I get to activate my M-Pen's effect. along with my toucan in the grave. So I get to search out another card. I could go for the trap card or follow-up play or to play in my opponent's turn. And I could also normal summon. I would normal summon stronger one, which would be, I think, a toucan. So it's normal summon toucan. And if we go into battle, we could take out a good amount of damage to our opponent. So 27, 27, 800. It's not an FTK. If my opponent had more cards, I could distribute more cards. But yeah, they have 1300. So it has the potential to FTK. And this card is pretty solid because I can, you know, distribute my opponent's card. And it also allows me to recycle Floowandereeze monsters in my hand. Then I could go for D shift and I could set that card. This wouldn't work because I don't have any monsters to normal summon. But yeah, it's a form of combo. So very much that's it, guys. Let me go ahead and show you my deck profile for this deck. So this is my deck profile. It's a pretty solid deck, if I must say so myself. It works well. It's very budget because this says $89 for the entirety of the deck, which is pretty good. So hopefully you like the deck, and if you want to see more combos and more videos from my channel, make sure that you are subscribed to the channel with post notification turned on.